As impeachment has taken to the forefront of our national politics, many across the country say that their representatives have not focused enough on working to solve problems outside of Washington. Joining us now to discuss this further is businessman, San Francisco Republican Party chair, and candidate for Congress from California, John Dennis. Thank you for joining us.
The pleasure's mine. Thanks for having me.
What inspired you to run as a Republican in California's 12th congressional district, where the incumbent is House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who was originally elected in 1987?
Nancy Pelosi. I mean, we live in a great city. Anybody who's ever been here knows San Francisco is an amazing place to live. But since Nancy Pelosi has been our elected representative, the city is just deteriorated. Economy is doing well, but we've had a continuing move to the left and progressive Democrat management that's created a disaster for quality of life for the average San Franciscan. Nancy Pelosi needs to be held to account. I hope to do that.
And you have mentioned that in San Francisco and California, quote, one-party rule is a disaster. How have the policies set forth by Democratic lawmakers from California impacted residents of the state?
Well, if you have one-party rule, what happens is the more one-party rule will end up having the more extreme elements controlling that party ultimately. And we see it in San Francisco, we see it in California. So all of the wildest ideas from the most extreme elements of the party come to the forefront, and then so it becomes ideological. And if you're not with them, you're immoral. And so what happens is sort of a reinforcing mechanism. And the people who suffer are the people who live in the state, who have to endure the social experiments of this, in this case, of the Democrats.
That you mentioned that because a lot of residents are actually moving out of California, many to states such as Florida and Texas. But you have spent time meeting with constituents on the campaign trail. What are they saying about the job Nancy Pelosi has done in pushing for policies they want to see enacted?
Well, it's funny. The people I talk to, a good percentage of them, good portion, 50% or more, talk about leaving San Francisco. And in fact, if it had not been for natural births or live births last year, San Francisco would have contracted. And that's the first time that's happened in a long time, because people like to move to a place like San Francisco with a robust economy and lots of interesting things happening. So people are not terribly happy with Nancy Pelosi. I think on our side of the aisle, they are furious at this whole impeachment business that was all driven by her. And, I think there are a lot of people who want to hold her to account.
And it will be interesting to see how that will affect her reelection. Lastly, where can our viewers go to learn more about you and your campaign?
Well, I have a simple website, johndennis.com, and you can follow me at RealJohnDennis on Twitter. And let's get a big turnout this year, Republicans. We have a lot of Democrats turning out for the primary here in March, and so we need a lot of Republicans out. We also need to make sure that we go with Donald Trump in 2020.
There you have it, John Dennis. Thank you so much, and good luck on your campaign.
Appreciate it, Stephanie. Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.